Hi students, welcome you all on this online lecture platform, and in today's video lecture we'll continue with correlation. So in our previous lecture we have studied what actually correlation is. So correlation is the relation between two variables. Okay, it is the biostatistical tool which measures relation between two variables. Okay, the relation may be positive relationship, it may be negative relationship. Okay, and besides covering basics, we have also studied estimation of correlation by graphic methods. In that we have seen different scattered plot for different condition, and in today's video lecture we'll see mathematical models that are used in calculation of correlation, and that mathematical model includes Karl Pearson coefficient of correlation. Okay, so this particular coefficient is denoted by the formula mentioned here in the slide, and this is also known as product moment correlation coefficient or simple correlation coefficient. So by using this formula we actually calculate coefficient of correlation, the relationship between any two variables by numeric method, by some numbers. Okay, these are mathematical models, and this relationship we can express by numerics or by some numbers, means by what numbers these two variables they are related, whether it may be positive or it may be negative. So it gives a precise numerical value of degree of linear relationship between two variables, that is x and y, and this is the formula. So this coefficient is denoted by letter R, and it is summation xy minus summation x into summation y upon n upon under root summation x square minus summation x square upon n, and similarly under root summation y square minus summation y square upon n. So by using this formula we can calculate correlation. Okay, but before solving problems we'll see how this formula is derived. So let's x1, x2 and x can be the n values for x. Okay, so these are values of x, x1, x2, x3, x4 up to xn. Okay, and similarly for y, y1, y2, y3, y4 up to yn be the corresponding value for y. Okay, now in the subsequent presentations the subscript indicating the unit they are dropped to sake simplicity. Okay, first we have to calculate arithmetic means, and we know that how to calculate arithmetic mean or simply mean. They are calculated by x bar and y bar, that is summation x upon n and summation y upon n. Actually we are studying how this formula is derived. So first step is calculation of means for both parameters x and y. Then we have to find variance. It is we have already studied, it is denoted by sigma. Okay, so we have to calculate both for x and y, sigma square x as well as sigma square y. So it is x minus s bar. Now here we calculate difference between mean and actual variables. Okay, similarly we have to calculate for y. Okay, so the standard deviation, it is actually standard deviation of x and y respectively and are positive square root of their variance. Okay, next covariance of x and y, it is defined here and it is simplified x is represented by x minus x bar and y is represented by y minus y bar. Okay. After putting these values, we have our final formula, and the sign of covariance between x and y determines sign of correlation coefficient, and the standard deviation are always positive, and if the covariance is 0, the correlation coefficient is always 0. The product moment correlation or Karl Pearson's measure of correlation is given by R, it is summation xy upon n into sigma x into sigma y, or if you put the values, then it may be summation x minus x bar into some y summation y minus y bar and under root summation x minus x bar square and under root summation y minus y bar square. So these are different modes. Okay, but for our calculation we'll use formula number 3 or the step number 3, and all problems will solve with this formula or R. Okay, so before starting problems, there are some properties of correlation coefficient. So it is denoted by R and it has no unit. Actually it is pure number, it means unit of measurement are not part of R, and R between height in feet and weight in kilograms for instance could be say. So generally it is pure number and it has no unit. A negative value of R indicates an inverse relation. A change in one variable is associated with change in other variable in opposite direction. Okay. It is here example is given: when price of commodity rises, the demand falls. Okay. When the rate of interest rises, the demand for funds also falls. It's because now funds have become costly. So you just remember that a negative value of R indicates an inverse relation. So both variables they run in opposite direction, and the first property is that it has no unit and it should be a pure number. If R is positive, the two variables move in same direction. Obviously if the value is positive, the two variables they will move in same direction. Okay, the value of the correlation coefficient lies between minus and plus 1. Okay, so R lies between plus 1 and minus 1. In any exercise the value of R is outside this range, it indicates error in calculation. Okay, so value should be always between minus 1 to plus 1. If value after final calculation it is not between this range, so definitely there is some sort of calculation or error in problem solving. The magnitude of R is unaffected by the change of origin and change of scale. So these are some of the properties that are related to coefficient of correlation, and here we dealt with actual problem. So here an example is given. So data is already given in tabular form. We have to calculate correlation coefficient from the given example. So if you see number of observation they are given in this series, 20 observations they are recorded, and plant height versus number of flowers, these are two different variables they are compared, whether there is any kind of relationship between these two variables. So plant height is mentioned in column X, and number of flowers they are mentioned by variable Y in column Y. So these values are given. Okay, so if you carefully observe formula, we need x square and y square, also x square. So the first step, what you have to do, you have to square x values. You have to square x values in third column. Similarly, you have to square y values in fourth column. Okay, x square means square of values that are given for x column. So 18 square it is 324, 25 square it is 625, then 25 square it is again 625. Similarly, you have to calculate for all the values of x. Also you have to calculate y square for all the values of y, they are mentioned in column Y. And finally in last column you have to multiply x by y. Okay, so you have to multiply values of x into y. So 18 into 20 it is 360, 25 into 25 it is 625. Similarly you have to calculate for up to last value, and finally in last row you have to sum up all these values. You have to make summations. Then you have to put values in the formula that is given for r, and after putting this value in respected formula you can solve for this problem. So finally the r for this problem is 0.908, means the value is between -1 and +1. So it is very simple calculation. You have to, what you have to need, you have to need both square values of x and y variables, and finally you have to need product of x and y, and after summation you can put all these values in this given formula and you can solve. Okay, so it is very simple. Here xy product it is 17,532, then summation x into summation y it is 543 into 603, upon number of variables they are 20, and similarly x square is mentioned given here, that is 15,923, minus summation x square is also given. Okay, so you have to put all the values in this formula and you have to solve. Again these are a very simple problem. Then this is next example. Here the height and body weight of 10 males they are given, and calculate correlation coefficient r and value of t. But in our syllabus there is no need to calculate significant test, so this you can just solve for coefficient, that is r. Okay, so here number of individuals they are 10, means n is 10 in this problem, and heights they are mentioned in second row, and weights they are mentioned in third row. You have to draw a table and you have to put these values in column x, values are already given, column y, values already given, then column third you have to square the x values, again column fourth you have to square y values, and finally in last column you have to make product of x into y, or x values of x multiplied by values of y, and finally you have to sum up for all these things. In last row you can see final summation, and by putting the formula, by putting these values in given formula for r, you can calculate coefficient of correlation. For this problem it is 0.837. Okay, so this is how we can calculate coefficient of correlation by mathematical models. Okay, so next we'll cover in next lecture.